So this is one of my favorite spots. I love coming here when I do. And I came here, let me pop the door open, maybe it'll be a little clearer. Um, I came here because the winds were about 18 miles an hour at the ocean, and the sand was like blowing in my food, my hair, my face, everything. So this is the other side of the Intercoastal, and I'm proud of my the move I made because it's the houses, trees, whatever are blocking that intense wind. So it's just like a delightful breeze right now. I'm going to share some of my favorite things in here. My van is like not in orderly condition right now, but if I wait till that happens, I may never do this video. So right there's, one of my favorite things is my roses. Somebody threw it out after, I don't know, I think they were like having a wedding or something in the park. And then even though I use Reflectix on my windows, I decided to put up a curtain rod, and I'm in a Sienna 2019, and I decided to put up a curtain rod with these blackout curtains that are 100% blackout, and I cut them in half, so, because they were double the length, and they just fit like perfectly, like an inch from the floor. And they're supposed to also block the wind and something else, I forgot. So here I have my another favorite thing that's really useful to me is these bars that I hung up, curtain rods actually, in between my handles on the van. I have 3 sets of them, and those little, where am I can't say, those little hooks, I put my keys at night when I go to sleep, so they're right there in front of me if I need to. And then I have these rechargeable lights. I'm sure most of you have seen these. Pretty much I've gotten almost everything from Home Depot. And there's this third rod in the front. I hang my visors on my headrest over there, and as you can see with my bungee cords, I put up my power surge bar with all of my devices that I need. If you could see, there's like a white rope that's hanging around the van that becomes, it kind of glows in the dark. I got that at, I think it's called parachute rope or something. I got that at Michael's. What else can I show you that you might like? Oh, today I went to Home Depot and I got this tray. Why is it so hard to do this? I got this tray. It's designed for a water heater, and they had 2 sizes, a super large one, and then they had this one, and I don't know, I thought it would serve me as a good tray for those are my papayas getting ripe, and my sprouted dookie beans and my seaweeds. This is a great thing if you're wanting greens and you can't find, you're not at a place where you could get green vegetables. This vitamin mineral green, where is it? Is a pretty good powder. It's actually a very high quality powder, I think. And trying to get that thing out of the way. But anyway, it's got a lot of good stuff, and it's certainly organic and raw and that kind of thing. Back here in my messy area, everything is right now. Oh, and I hung up some of these paper clips and just kind of wedged them in there. And then these hooks I got from Home Depot, and I hang my, I get these raw food chips and kale chips, and they're pretty fragile, you know, they'll get crushed, so it's best to hang them up. There is my Reflectix back there, which I had to put tape around them, extra Reflectix tape, because even though they're custom made for this van, they kept falling out. Let's see what else. On the top of this I have, well, there's one of my digital scales hanging up there from the hook. And I use that to weigh and measure my food, which I've been doing. I mentioned in another video that I have, by God's grace, the higher power, whatever you choose to call the higher power, maintain 100-pound weight loss. And one of my tools is to weigh and measure my food, which I really, it's like, I love doing it. Sounds crazy, because I used to, you know, think of it as an absolute burden to do that. Anyway, this is a nice little light that I swung around. And what else can I show you that might be useful that you haven't seen? I think between all the videos out there, we've probably up on my roof, I cut a big giant piece of screening, and I hold it on. Most people have like sewed on or glued their magnets. I actually hold it on with magnets that I stick on top, like this magnet. Where is it? I'm trying to get it in front of my camera. I can't get it in front of my camera. Oh, here it is. This magnet holds like 100 pounds, at least 100 pounds. And I use this and a couple of other magnets. These long magnet bars here, I think they hold like, I don't know, at least 30 pounds, maybe even more than that. They're holding on that light, that rechargeable light. Forgive my camera, oh my gosh, it's a disaster. I need a cameraman, but here is the bar that I'm talking about, and I put it on my thingamajiggy there, my curtain rod. You really don't need it because these lights have magnets to them, but these bars give it like an extra oomph of power. They really like grab it, and that's what I use around the screening up there on the roof. So that's it. I mean, I'm basically making these videos so I'm not alone on my journey, and also, you know, to support whoever is out there and, you know, give you. Oh, and I'm going to end with this. I'm thinking, and I'd love to hear if anybody would be interested, of starting a meetup on the phone for those of us who either can't get to a particular location, or like for myself, I have chemical sensitivity, which I mentioned in an earlier video, and I can't tolerate the fires. There's like 3 volatile chemicals in fires, and in the smoke from the fire is actually, that's, what they say kills people. Um, that is what kills people in fires. So I can't tolerate those kinds of things. My body just doesn't seem to let go of chemicals as quickly as other people's bodies do. So, I'm thinking about starting this meetup group on the phone. I was thinking Sunday night at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the free conference call, one of those lines. And so if you're interested, let me know. And that's it. I hope you stay well and healthy. And I want to end with a quote by Benjamin Franklin. I ran into this woman, I'll just say before, I ran into this woman today, and she is in the RV that I'm thinking about buying. It's a Pleasureway, and oh my God, that thing is absolutely gorgeous. It has blonde wood, and it has this big refrigerator, almost like the size of, a regular refrigerator in a house, and just really beautiful induction oven, and, you name it, full bathroom, comfortable toilet. I think she either has a king or queen size bed. But here, the point is this. This is the point. When I'm feeling like, when I'm thinking that I might sell my place in New York and do this full time, I think about the possibility of getting something more roomy and comfortable and livable. And all, and so here's the thing, two things. One, I thought it was very cool that after I decided that I am considering the Pleasureway, that I ran into this woman with the Pleasureway. My higher power is just amazing like that. And the other thing I thought about was she said to me, she said, "What kind of van do you have? I'm thinking about downsizing." You would have to see this thing to really appreciate what I'm talking about, but I couldn't imagine her moving out of that Pleasureway into a minivan. But here's the thing. Sometimes in my minivan, I'm really like, I'm enjoying it, and I feel joyful, and I feel like, like a kid in a treehouse kind of thing, and when I'm ill at ease, I'm not comfortable in here, and I start getting miserable, and I don't even want to give energy to it. But there's a quote and then, there she was saying that she was thinking about downsizing into a minivan, and she had this, like, very large size dog in there as well. So I don't know how she would possibly do it, but Benjamin Franklin said something, I'm paraphrasing, that if you're ill at ease, you can find no easy chair. If you're not comfortable in your own skin, you can't find peace wherever you are, whatever your circumstances, and so just like flashing, just to reinforce that, I remember I had a friend who was a handyman at this house in the Hamptons on Dune Road, a house that they get, if you could believe this, $150,000 a month to rent. These people created Scope mouthwash, and they had a house in Paris, a house on Dune Road, and what was the third place in Manhattan. Anyway, I had the occasion to stay there while they were in Paris, and there were days it was really enjoyable and etc. But when I wasn't happy inside, you know, I wasn't happy inside. Even that beautiful house. So I pray that this finds all of you feeling happy inside, certainly at peace in your own skin and in whatever vehicle that you're in. Thanks so much for listening.